Okay, this video isn't too good quality. I don't know why. I'm going to try to fool around with it for a second here and try to get it to record correctly. This is Rocco. It is January 30th, 2010. I've roughly been on testosterone now for about 6.5, 7 months, and I haven't done an update in a long time. So I figured I would do a quick update and just kind of compare and see what's going on. My hair's a mess. I just got up. I don't really care. Obviously, I've gained a little weight. I don't know if it's water from the tea or if it's a combination of my appetite seems to have shot through the roof, and I'm trying to work on it. I'm not really working out or anything right now, so I don't want to. I'm just tired, and I've been working a lot of physical work, so I'm hoping that'll kind of kick in. As far as hair growth is concerned, it just continues to get thicker. I've noticed on this side I have like 5 black hairs growing on my sideburns, and over here I have like 1 or 2. That's slowly coming in. I am noticing down here, of course you can't see, but I'm starting to get whiskers. I've got about maybe 6 or 7, and I continue to shave. They're growing back, so those little things are exciting when you're looking at yourself under a microscope all the time. I went and got my blood work done and everything from the doctor last month, and everything is good. As far as my T levels are concerned, I didn't really ask for the number. My doctor basically said if you feel that everything is going fine and you're transitioning and progressing well, then there's really no need to check the actual number level. And I don't see why. I mean, obviously you can tell my voice is dropped. I still look female. For the most part, I'm not able to pass. I'm hoping maybe in another 6 months that'll change. What else? I've noticed my attitude is different a little bit. I was a little embarrassed the other day because I was at work and I was kind of joking around with some of my coworkers, and I was picking on one of my coworkers and just kind of being like a guy, like being a little obnoxious, not anything inappropriate or anything like that. And one of my other coworkers looked at me and she was like, "Oh my God, stop being so mean." And no one's ever told me that before in my life. I've always been very passive, very, polite and everything. And this day I kind of got a little too obnoxious maybe, and I was kind of making fun of them. And I've never ever had that experience before. So in one sense I was embarrassed because I felt bad, even though this person, she was fine with it. But I also noticed too, in a way, I was kind of excited because definitely my attitude is changing a little bit. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I can totally keep track of it and not worry about being an ass, because that's not who I am anyway. Kind of, people always worry with it. When you get on T, you're going to become like this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but you have to remember something. It's got to be in you in the first place. And I'm not bragging or anything, but it's just not in me to be a jerk. I never have been. So obviously the testosterone more for me levels me out. I took my dose yesterday, and I noticed that I was just really just mellow for the rest of the day. It doesn't hype me up, and I'm starting to think that's an age thing. I'm 38 years old. The young kids, maybe they get that when they're, I say young kids, I'm not that old, but you know what I'm saying. They get that with the tea, but for me, it levels me out more so than anything. With that being said, I've also noticed, though, too, that, let me get that out of there, okay, that I'm a little more, I'd like to say bearish is like the only way I can describe it, kind of like a bear, or I'm doing a lot of grunting and just when I work and when I'm lifting stuff, things that I've never done before. I can't explain it. It's just kind of weird. As far as my sexuality is concerned, or my libido, it's still fairly high, except I'm feeling a little emotionally detached from my partner. So even though my sex drive is high, we're not really, intimate like that physically a lot. It's kind of been, I spend a lot more time alone, if you know what I mean, and I seem to enjoy that because it just kind of relieves the pressure. Whereas my hair's a mess. Whereas with my partner, I just don't have that desire to be intimate with somebody else. I just would rather be alone in that sense. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to really work on that. Not as cuddly as I used to be, but there's a lot of stress going on in my life, and I have to wonder if there might be a correlation between that as well. It can't all be the tea, but I definitely am noticing those changes. I'm also noticing, believe it or not, more of a physical attraction to men, and I'm completely floored by that. I've heard of it happening here and there. Um, I'm in an open relationship with my girlfriend, and she has no problems with me um, experimenting and kind of seeing where that goes. And so I haven't physically done anything like that yet, but I find myself sexually attracted to men, um, older men, which is strange, like in their 50s. Um, so I know some of you are like going, ew, but that it is what it is. I'm just telling you now. This is what I'm experiencing. Um, so the hair is steady and slow. The weight's gotten more, but to be honest with you, as I look more male, I kind of like being big. I don't have as much of an issue with the weight as I did when I was completely female. Um, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't want to ramble on too long. You can hear my voice. You can see my face. Um, I'm not sure exactly how I've changed, if I have at all. And this is another reason why I put the videos up, because I want you guys to tell me if you see anything, please, because with me every day it's so gradual. I don't notice the difference, whereas you guys haven't seen me in a while, and maybe you can, message me and let me know what you see is changing. It would be nice to get a little feedback, because I could use, you kind of feel like I'm at a standstill right now, and it's frustrating. So maybe you guys could help me out a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go. This is Rock Valorand, and like I said, it is January 30th, 2010, and I'll update you soon.